Hopper now, high ball, hoping someone can get on the end of it and get a run at it. And getting back, McGovern.
Tucked in the pocket, back to Dusty. Taken in a really good McGovern tackle.
Martin, Bolton, Lynch, Riewoldt all playing in the front half together. We're going to see a bit more of it, I think. Couldn't complete the play.
In excess of 87,000 here, I believe. It's just giving a little bit of space for Daniel Rioli to do his work, but he sticks it down the throat of McGovern. McGovern quickly unloads to Doherty in the middle.
McGovern to come in from the side and just a fist. But there's a lot of time left. Pressed here a long one. Turns it over. Taranto thought he had the wheels and he didn't. Nankervis, high one. Lynch has got a couple to beat. Held out of it brilliantly by Wiedering. Now the fast break is on.
True to his word, here he is tonight. Silvani, McGovern, Motlop again. Minutes to go down the middle. Finds McGovern, exploring to Silvani.
Cameron, some magic needed from him. It's fisted away. McGovern, well done Tui to come forward, but he was stripped of it. Got Cameron on long. If they can get the kick to him, it won't reach. Now they can trampoline out the other.
Cameron it was. Oh, beautiful close. Got to Cameron. Misses. 10-point ball game.
Patrick Cripps heir apparent, I think, Tom Green, in the way that he plays. So I love watching them not have to go back outside the corridor.
Solid job so far, with Bruce being injured at the end of the pre-season, so he's getting ahead in terms of being outnumbered, but Green made good. Oh, great backup by McGovern. Wiedering, Ward turned and kicked. McGovern, the extra step was terrific. A gas. Lloyd comes out to meet it, gobbled up by McGovern, inses it nicely. Canelio off the left, and McGovern has the hazard there, and a significant one.
Run of play, and they actually undo all the domination that Carlton's had in the first part of this third.
Well, that would have...
He's given some directions, and maybe he shouldn't have followed them. Tore off Doherty. Rounder plans over the top. Difficult for Rouston to do much with it. Out of bounds, not a bad result.
The Kangas back inside the 50. Too much on the kick, and McGovern intercepts. Moves it to the outer side. Running hard. That look about Paul Curtis. Couldn't see where it was. Bosel, Sheasel to Tucker. Left foot kick to Larkey. McGovern. Two banged up blokes, and McGovern was able to win that battle.
Into the middle it goes, off hands, not quite for Phillips. On the up, Hewitt gave it off to McGovern.
Bought again, Doherty hands to it, no mark. McGovern collects, pops it on the boot and works it nicely. Hand pass, LDU's involved again. His hand pass no good. McGovern in the road. Back, kick from Simpkin. McGovern attacked it. Finds Honey.
By Cripps. Gets the ball away. It's an open area here for the Blues to attack if they want to go quick now. McGovern decides he does. Able to step around the man on the mark. Long ball. Charlie Curnow at the back. The meat and the set. Got it to Hewitt. Holland through the tackle. Fisher there as well. And that'll be a down the field free. That'll be a kick it. It's going to go short. Wide again. Got to defend here, McGovern. Carlton are just under a bit of pressure here at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely, I do. I think we've touched...
Even sells a little bit there on Walsh, and he swallowed. McGovern.
Gone deep into the forward line and offered a score.
Off the hands of Clark.
That's the Carlton ball movement.
Gaff. The line. Clark tumbled it forward. Now Williams and McGovern. It's an open forward line. And a big bump after the play. Clark, a fumble. Now he's under the pump. He's got one arm pinned. He's holding the ball.
Hasn't been a lot of fumbling.
Petrevski-Seton not a high amount of disposals, but certainly having an impact. Shrugs off Durden and just tumbles a kick forward. But
Ashcroft high. McGovern always went to ground with it. Bailey. McGovern.
McGovern. Very quick to get it in the corridor. They are.
Comes Johnston if it sits. McGovern shovels the... Wiedering.
Stand. Play on.
McGovern into the middle.
Now McRae as they look to build by hand, and McGovern read the angles well.
Doing that more and more, and I love seeing that.
Yeah, unless you're the guy who got him. Scott, he ignores O'Donnell, goes longer down the line to the small Waitman and take the mark this time. Lob. McGovern was ready for him. Just too high and strong for Ugle-Hagan. Chance for a second helping, that's passed.
Ended up in the goal square on his own.
Doherty, Walsh had to release it. McGovern cautious. Hasn't had a big impact in this game. Down the line for Ugle-Hagan and makes a little move, but McGovern turns it down. Plays it wide. Oh, he's realised it's got to go. Hard. That insurance. McGovern, he's okay. To Kennedy. Johannesson squeezed out what was on offer. The lunge is coming. And it's McGovern that got there a beat quicker than Norton.
Here for the Blues defence. Johnson's out.
Game record is 10.
He's putting together some sort of
regard to his direct opponent whatsoever. Noble, Charlie Curnow at the back. Murphy front and back. McGovern from the back.
Not going to get there. Crisp. McGovern with a little touch in there. Adam Sard goes quickly. On Sard. McGovern.
Fox to respond, the kick down the throat of McGovern.
Heaney with power through McGovern.
Low bottom one out there with Chera. McGovern, nifty little ball here.
Necessary mark too, because it was Buds otherwise.
Broccoli, sorry. Sard. McGovern. And that's been the biggest margin in favour of Sydney so far in the game. Wicks quickly around the corner. McGovern rock solid at half back.
Straight into the good kick.
The feeling they're going at all costs here, Carlton.
Go all the way! Got caught in the end.
Normally has the best vision.
Just
Viney's got to sit under this.
Chera. McGovern. Curnow!
Chera, he faked the handball, then he came back to his left. The Melbourne defence had moved.
The time and see Smith long. McGovern. Oh, he did. Going to take every risk from here. They've got to. McGovern.
Whatever, it is going to be a cracking contest. Collingwood and Melbourne.
Through the middle, Chera's got nothing to kick to. Gives it to McGovern. Smart football.
Pressure when they're one-on-one.
Coning tried to get it to Kennedy. It was picked off by Durham, and then a juggling.
Fighting really hard, Snelling. Chera again just wheeled him. The Curnow brothers combine.
Half back. This is Menzies. Good positioning there from McGovern. Cuts it off. Hits the ground running.
Bots as well, Wright coming in and performing well, getting through the game.
47, Redmond. 52, Zerk Thatcher.
Humphrey, been hitting the scoreboard of late. What an impressive opening season he's had. And they work their way to the wing again. McGovern easing nicely off Berry. Takes the mark, and there was some good attacking intent that time. The old-time defenders were always a bit clumsy, Jace, as you would have felt.
Yes.
Was able to keep it in. Powell. Sky-high Blues defence should be able to go. Such as their hunger for the footy. Holman.
Oh, red.
Yeah, it was anticipated by McGovern. Need to get how to bring it back. Goes for the shadows of the members' side to Kemp. Wiedering. McGovern. Well placed. Lukosius again. This time the grips.
He's showing some signs.
Couldn't put a stop to it. Now he's trying to get involved with Holman, but he can't wriggle out of it.
I guess the only way you can go to sleep at night.
Roses to Sexton to Rao. And that was a miscalculation too. They've had Chera kicking 2 goals, Cripps kicking 2 goals, Kennedy 1 goal, so their mids have been able to hit the scoreboard. And Cripps always
in the end. Chera, McGovern. Just delayed it a sec, realised he had the option wide and sold that dummy beautifully. Heads to half forward and it's cut off by McGovern. 4 deep, Ward thumps it on. Lewis, who comes up to half back again to get a touch. He thought about the corridor and gets it. McGovern can go. Cripps out wide. Heads towards Lewis and Bruce. McGovern, Wingard, McGovern, Doherty. Hawthorn home game here at the home of footy. Great to have your company wherever you're watching on Fox Footy. Big contest now. Scrimshaw got it to Moore. Gang tackle. Moore gave it back. McGuinness caught. Wing tackle by McGovern. Crowd screaming for ball. It's a bit on that kick, but McGovern read it to perfection.
Run down. Great chase by Chera. Not rewarded with a free kick, but
Times the Dockers look like they're out. That's a really solid, safe tackle, well executed from behind.
Fremantle, Cottrell had to keep it in play. Back to McGovern and short to Kerno.
And his direct opponent, and then smart ball use from McGovern.
Great technique to protect himself.
Now they feed it away and go with the set play, and it's McGovern from long range.
So Doherty had just run a similar pattern, trying to get a handball receive. Doc is not awake and not aware of McGovern coming around the side. If they're sneaking up on the right-hand side, being their preferred.
Signed a big contract extension through to the end of 2029 during the week, and it just didn't happen.
Over a couple of times, really aggressive defence from Carlton, and again,
Hines wasn't quite close enough with an awkward-looking kick to the square. Finlayson hasn't been a factor so far. Pepper will die trying. Quick kick from Matt. Free kick. Dersma to centre half back line, set the target. McGovern relished that. Burton through the middle. Aggressive line. Boat.
good work from him. Prepares better than this fellow.
Oh, look at that knee from McGovern.
But it's enough for Boat. Now it's up to Lord. He ran the full. Oh, my Lord. Turn. And that goes. McIndy. Port surging forward. Miscalculated the kick. Hasn't filled up by three-quarter time, Gaz. The old, if it in the area, get down to the ground rather than the other way around. And he kindly gifts it back.
A little bit of the sting's gone now. We're just playing for time.
As it stands, Pepper invites Lord to lead up to the footy, but McGovern
on our sheet in front of us, which can suggest that we're checking.
It's wide. And it's a good pluck.
Well, I watched him jog off. I just thought he was extremely tired by his action.
Hewitt got up there and McGovern out-reached him. Took front spot, had the strength, held it just inside the line. McGovern down the spine, Fogarty his target.
Him, delivers, beautiful leap by Hewitt, was impressive. His back, he's got 9 goals for the afternoon. They're working their way forward. McGovern says, where is he? Here we go, Kerno!
Want to go quick, tumbles it inside 50. Not a great ball.
Left foot around the corner, difficult one. Was it touched on? No, doesn't look confident. Gave a little handball off and a long ball by McGovern. Right to the line. Got it.
Haven't really looked like getting a shot at goal until then. Hold their opponents down because of that huge reach that he has, BT.
Cotter and McGovern very, very wide.
How to kick that ball into the corridor. It wasn't really on, but he still goes for it.
Yours. Paddy Cripps. Geordie to go. Absorbed attack.
Burst through those.
The pressure's good. They're not at Josh Dacott.
Lipinski just pushed enough as he kicked it. McGovern. Lipinski. Good closing speed from McGovern.
Both Greens were on the move. Hurried kick out of there for now, at least. Cottrell. Going for a trot.
Just a poor kick.
Again.
Well, they're going down the line under some pressure. They're taking the easy kick, and it's not advantaging.
Feel like they're back in it as well. Briggs heaves it forward.